And now to one of the top stories we're following this morning. The search is on for an elderly man.
Sarah Costa joins us in studio with the details. Sarah, what can you tell us about what police are looking for?
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Stephanie. Yeah, San Antonio police say the man is 75 years old and suffers from dementia. He was last seen on the city's west side. So Antonio Medina Espinosa was reported missing Monday at 2 p.m. and was last spotted on Meadow Forest Street. That's in a neighborhood just outside of Loop 410 near Culebra. Police tell us he was last seen wearing black jeans, a brown button-up shirt, and black Nike shoes. We are told his medical condition requires a doctor's care. So if you have any information, call the SAPD Missing Persons Unit. That number on your screen right now, 210-207-7660. We have all this information also right now on KSAT.com. Stephanie?
Thank you, Sarah. Police responded to a deadly crash north of downtown late last night, and it happened on Broadway near Eleanor. Police say a driver may have had a green light while traveling down Broadway when he hit a man in his 70s. Police say that man died at the scene. Now, officers tell us that the driver did stop at that scene to try to help, and identity has not been released.
Now on to the war in Ukraine. Devastating new images coming in out of the port city of Mariupol, showing the extent of brutality of Russian forces.
ABC's Ike Ajachi is in Washington with more.
This morning, the Pentagon is closely monitoring unconfirmed reports of Russian troops using chemical weapons in Ukraine. A paramilitary group incorporated into Ukraine's National Guard accuses Russian forces of using a drone to drop a poisonous substance in the city of Mariupol. A Pentagon spokesperson writing in a statement, "These reports, if true, are deeply concerning." Last month, NATO Secretary General said the use of chemical weapons would totally change the nature of this conflict.
And it will be a blatant violation of international law and will have far-reaching consequences.
As many as 20,000 people have been killed in Mariupol, according to the mayor. It comes as military experts warn Russia now plans to launch massive attacks on other cities in the southeast to create a land bridge with Crimea, which the Russians annexed in 2014. Outside the capital, Kyiv, Ukrainian authorities are now focused on clearing mines. President Zelensky says before they withdrew, Russian soldiers set armed traps throughout the region. ABC's James Longman saw the danger firsthand.
This was a school that was being used by Russian troops. You see this string, it leads onto the front door there, and there could very well be a trap on the other side of there, a charge waiting to explode.
Austria's chancellor is now the first EU leader to meet Vladimir Putin face-to-face since the invasion began. The chancellor saying he was not particularly optimistic after his talk with Putin yesterday. This conflict is having a tremendous effect on children. The UN now says nearly 2/3 of Ukrainian children have now fled their homes. Ike Ajachi, ABC News, Washington.
The United States has ordered all non-emergency government staff to leave Shanghai, China, which is under a tight lockdown to contain a new COVID surge. Many residents in the city of 26 million people have been confined to their homes for up to 3 weeks as China maintains its zero COVID strategy of handling outbreaks. U.S. State Department ordered non-emergency employees at the consulate and family members, and follows the advisory last week that made the decision to leave voluntary. Shanghai has had another 23,000 cases reported just today.
Commercial traffic at the Texas-Mexico border is halted temporarily due to an ongoing protest on the Mexican side. Now, this is happening at the FAR Reynosa International Bridge, a major port of entry for the border that handles both commercial and passenger vehicles. Right now, there is no southbound movements by U.S. carriers, and truck drivers are protesting what they say are excessive wait times, delays, especially on the U.S. side of the border. Now, dozens of drivers have been seen standing by their trucks and in the middle of the street, blocking the port of entry in an attempt to express their frustrations.
We are getting our first look at guns and other gear seized by federal authorities from the two men who the Department of Justice says were impersonating Homeland Security agents. The two men arrested last week accused of trying to gain approval of federal agents for 2 years by giving them expensive gifts, including rent-free apartments. During a detention hearing Monday, defense attorneys for the two argued the Justice Department was overblowing their actions. Attorneys for one of the men said he genuinely believed he was acting on behalf of the Department of Homeland Security.
And time now, 4:37 and 72 degrees for now.